Okay, continuing with the assembly operations, we're going to take this motor mount assembly and turn it into something else. So here you can just go to, again, make assembly from part, or in this case, another assembly. This is what's called a subassembly. When you put a subassembly into a larger assembly file, it acts as basically as one part, and you can manipulate it and you don't have to worry about the other pieces coming off of it. So to make this assembly, let's get our back end. There we go. This is the back, this is the front, and we're going to make this assembly called aft section. Now you should be able to have an idea of what this is going to be now. We have an exploded view here, which I'm going to show you how to create. We have a detailed view showing where things go, and another couple front views. This is a front view, this is a bottom view to show the fin placement, and this is a cutaway view. You can see the motor tube in there, and that's where we get our detail view. Zoom in on that a little bit. Yeah, we've got notes here. This is all telling us how this thing goes together. Imagine if you got this in a kit and you wanted to put it together. That's the same way you make an assembly. So we've got this. We're going to need some parts. What are the parts we need? Okay, we need this, which is actually the body tube part, and we need 3 fins, and we need a motor mount. So let's open those up. So we need a body tube, and we need fins. I'm going to hit Control and select both of those to open them. Got 1, got 2. Go back to our assembly. Drag over the body tube and the fins. Now I'm not going to drag in 3 more fins for a specific reason, and we'll see why that is. First off, let's get this concentric with this. That's good. Now to get this in here, what does our drawing say? 0.65 inches. So this is going to be another distance mate. This backside with this backside, 0.65. There we go. The motor tube is sticking just a little bit out the back, which is what we want. If you'll notice, we have these centering things in here, which means it's in the wrong position. So go to our mate. It's very easy. We can delete this mate. All your mates are found in this little paperclip drop down here. We're going to edit this concentric mate and flip the alignment. Yeah, that'll do. I'm just going to drag this over, and we're going to redo that mate. Backside, backside, distance, 0.65 inches. Our fin windows don't have anything interfering with them. There's a little bit right here, which we're going to use right here. So we're going to put this one fin in. I'm going to select that back side and this flat side of the centering ring. That's going to be coincident. Perfect. Now we're going to do something called a width mate. This is an advanced mate. Here they are. Select width, and it wants 2 wide selections, so it's going to be this side of the slot and this side of the slot, then 2 tabs. The tab is going to be this side of the fin and the other side of the fin. Now, this fin is perfectly centered in that slot. And if we just look at how it's moving here, you can only pick it up and rotate it, but it's not going to leave that slot. How do we get that against the motor tube? Well, now we select that side and we select the face of the motor tube. Go to mate. Mate is here in the assembly tab. There's another way to find it. And the only available mate is tangent, so we're going to say yes. And now our fin is completely stuck there. We can't move it around. This is a little rotate. So just to lock that down, this is the original part. It's not going to move, but in order to lock this down, we're going to take the plane of the assembly, any plane. Okay, let's select the top one. We're going to do a body tube and go to its planes. There we go. Let's select the top one. Make sure you hit Control, hit Mate, and they're going to be parallel. So that way those two planes are locked in position and this can no longer move. That can't move, that can't move, that can't move. There we go. There we have it. Nothing's interfering with our little holes here. And we have one fin. It took 3 different mates to put that fin in position, and we have 2 more fins, so that would be a total of 9 mates if we were to do it like that. But we're not going to. We're going to use something called an assembly pattern. When you go to assembly, we have linear component patterns, circular patterns, and other patterns. And this is just like a sketch pattern or a feature pattern. We're going to select circular component. Our axis is going to be around the tube. We want 3 fins, and the components at equal spacing is going to be the fin. And there it is. 3 perfect fins in their slot, all ready to go. As a component pattern, you could make, if you really wanted to, you could make a linear pattern of fins, but we're not going to do that. It's just what a linear pattern looks like. Yeah, that's ugly. Get rid of that. And there are some more advanced fins, including mirror component. If we wanted to mirror components, say our mirror plane is going to be this, and the components to pattern would be there we go. Now all of our components are mirrored. So this is not what we're going to do for this assembly. It looks kind of weird. If this is a rocket, it's not going to go anywhere fast. But if you do ever have to half a model and then just want to create the same half of a model mirrored, that's how you do it. Mirror components. Let's get rid of this. Yes. There we go. So we have this aft section. If you look at this drawing, we have some cool views here, including this exploded assembly view. I'm going to show you how to make an exploded view. If you go to this little tab here, it looks like a little tree. It's called the Configuration Manager. This is the default configuration. If you right-click and say New Exploded View, you'll get a little menu with exploded steps. And what exploded steps is this. I'm going to click this motor assembly, then the fins, and now I have these little coordinate systems, so I'm going to drag on this arrow. And there we go. I've just pulled them out. But wait, I thought everything was mated. They are mated, but this is an exploded view. I'm going to select this fin and pull it out a little bit and down a little bit. This fin, I'm going to pull it up a little bit and over. This fin, I'm going to pull it over a little bit and down. So now we have what's called an exploded view. And if you think that ruined all the mates, it didn't. Just double click exploded view and we're back. Exploded view, regular view. There it is. When you go to make an assembly drawing, you can use an exploded view to show all the parts that are in there. And all of our mates are still here. Nothing will move. But now we have a cool exploded view. That's a little more assembly construction. I hope you guys have good luck finishing the pad and the launch vehicle. They're going to look really nice. See you later.